Gotta love this. Look at that Hammond. Philly Street. You've heard it before, probably. At least I imagine you've heard it before on my channel somewhere. Tell you what, look at that. Still say that's a real Hammond organ. You know what? Philly Street, if you're out there, just let me know. I'd be surprised if it's not. Sounds too good. I can tell the Rhodes piano's not real. But that Hammond, I can hear the key click and everything. Having used a real Hammond for a while, you can tell these things. Tis true. Tis true, you can. Anyway, we're not here to talk about Hammond organs and Philly Street, are we? As much as I know you'd love to talk about it all day. Anyway, let's talk about the trading, because I haven't been on here for a little while. I've got to tell you, I've just had so much going on outside of trading. It's been quite difficult, actually. Quite difficult, and you sort of question, do you know what I'm questioning? Am I doing the right thing here? You know, you start asking yourself lots of questions, don't you? So anyway, that's what I've been doing. I haven't actually answered any of them yet. But this video is going to be a little bit more, and it's not going to be very long, hopefully, about the clever-levels indicator. I just need to turn something down here, don't I? Let's try turning that down a bit here, so I can hear myself better, you see. Oh yeah, it's all about me. Right, okay. So, I created this clever-levels indicator. Now if you look at the screen, it's the Aussie dollar Swiss franc 4-hour chart. Not a massive mover, this one. I've started branching out into other pairs because I've kind of had to shift my time frames because of working for a living these days, which is well, let's just say that it's not fitting in well. But anyway, it is what it is, and I'm kind of enjoying it, and I'm kind of thinking, should I have done this? But anyway, like I say, I'm asking myself quite a few questions lately. Not come up with a single answer yet, by the way, but I'm sure it'll come soon. You know, you ask yourself the right question enough times, you're going to answer it, aren't you? Right. We musky. Right. Here we go. What was I going to say? Do you know, because you know I don't prepare these. I don't write any notes or anything. I just switch on the recorder and go for it, you know. I'm on the edge. I think there's a song called that. I'm on the edge, I'm on the edge, I'm on the edge. I think it's probably written about me. Right, okay. So what I was doing is, so I've took this trade earlier in the week, and I did mention this on the Discord, and there was a difference of opinion, but that's trading. And if you haven't been on this Discord, I've been on here for a little while. I'm trying to get a little group going of faithful traders. There's no room for bitching. There's no room for being better than anybody else. It is what it is. We're there to talk about trading and to help each other. And that's what it boils down to, really. Now, I don't get much time in there in the day. I pop in occasionally on the phone, but I don't really come online as such until I get a chance, to be honest. As soon as I do get a chance, I'm there. Because I'm usually posting stuff about trades. But I've got a couple of people on there that are using the indicator a bit, but I think one guy's making good use of it, but I'm not sure yet. But anyway, the idea of that is to just talk about the trades. But I talked about this trade on there, and I said I'm going to buy it, and I did. And somebody said don't do it because it might not be a buy, but it was. It turned out to be. So far, it's a buy. Now, the reason I bought it was this is a great looking pullback anyway, as you can see. And you think, well, I'm definitely going to buy that. But what gave me the confidence to buy it was my clever-levels indicators, and you can see why now. So these levels that are, I don't know how they actually, whether. I'm not saying they're like, because they're not like the holy grail of anything, because there is no such thing. But what they do is kind of give you places to look. So you sort of think, wow, this is pulled back to here after this, you know, from this massive trend. and then it's come to here, and you think, well, actually, that looks strong, and actually, I've got quite a bit of faith in this because this is a big, strong level. It's from it's a yearly low. So you think to yourself, well, that's good. And I got a couple of monthly lows, which are from this year. So it's bounced from here before. Oh, sorry, they're monthly highs. So they're kind of like monthly resistance that has become support. So that's how I was working on it. And you could have done this again, because where it's smashed through and come back, you could have been on this. I wasn't near it at the time. Had I been there with it, I wasn't really watching this pair. I tend to stick to the pound, as people know, and I've started branching out a little bit now because I just feel like I need to. I feel like I need to branch out a bit and exploit the longer swings because of the work schedule. Because I can't really hit the 15-minute chart, which is one of my favourites, or 5-minute or whatever. So I've got to be looking at 1 hour of a minimum now. But really, probably the 4 hour, and it's just a kind of set and forget. And I tend to pick these trades based on the swap. You see the swap up here? This is what they call positive swap. Now, if I was selling this, I'd be losing money on a daily basis, or losing profit on a daily basis. Now, although the swap's not massive, it's still money, isn't it? So I figure if I can try and follow this as a little rule, then I'm not sweating about holding it overnight or 2 nights or 3 nights. It's not costing me anything. I'm actually making money on it, assuming the trade goes my way. If it doesn't, then I'm out. So this trade's only got a little bit of a stop on it. It's not a massive stop down to there, 25 pip stop. And I'm aiming for probably way beyond this, actually. I can't remember where I put it. I'll find out for you. Hold the line, caller. Your call is important to us, and we do value you as a customer. So my target's at 74, which is way above there. So if the target's up here at 74,128. So I'm actually hoping it's going to come into this bunch of levels here. Assuming it gets through that, then we're probably, it's going to come up. If it gets through this, then it's going to come up to here probably, or even here, in which case I'll be out anyway. But if it comes to there, comes back down to there, comes back up to there, these are all historic levels, so there's so many of them, I'm pretty sure price is going to visit there again. Not guaranteed, nothing ever is, but that's the idea behind that, and I just wanted to share with you that. Now, we can have a look at this on a couple of other pairs if you want, just while we're here. Let's just pick a couple of pairs. Let's pick pound dollar's my other one. I do like this one. So we've got a bit of action here. We're stuck in between this. I thought this would have, once it did this, would have carried on to there, but it might well do yet. But these levels are there. You see all this kind of bouncing around these clusters. It's just, if you get the right level and it looks, if it's like this here, you had 1, 2, 3 chances to enter that, and you got these little monthly supports here. This is a quarterly, and you got these monthly levels here that it's bouncing off. At some point, this is where your stop's got to be up here. And of course, on this pair, on a 4-hour chart, that's a biggish stop. But you calculate your lot size to match. But see, I like to short this because of the positive swap. As you can see up there, look. See that? And that's why I like to short that. Alright, okay, let's have another look at it. One more. Dollar CAD. Well, what do you know? We're just waiting for a little bit more rejection here, wicks-wise, and then perhaps we are going to carry on up. I didn't even know that was there, by the way. I haven't really looked this week yet. But I'll be watching this now for the next week, because we'll probably come to here, bounce through again. I suspect if this pokes through here again, it's probably going to carry on for a bit, at least to these, but possibly up to here. We try and get it. We try and get it, so we're getting a good risk reward. We can't just chuck it in and settle for 1-to-1. We'll take 1-to-1. We'll take something if we have to. But the idea really is that we'll get more than we're risking, like by 2, 3, 4, 5 times more if we have to. That's what I'm kind of aiming for. So I might take a few little losses, because my stop isn't always my maximum risk. It's sort of, my maximum risk is sometimes a bit bigger than my stop. Or I'll come out, I'll think, This is not going where I wanted to. I'm not comfortable. I think I've made a bad decision. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to get out of here. Anyway, this looks a great one, doesn't it? So look out for this next week. Mark that up on your charts. Drop a line in at 1.34571. And then drop another one in at 134,334. And just see what happens there. Look for that price action. You want one of these wicks, don't you? Big, massive wick, but down here somewhere. Anywhere here. Once this break, if you get an engulfing candle, you need to be jumping on board that. Stop down here, whatever. That's what I would say. Anyway, that's how I'd be trading it. I'm not saying this is right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I don't profess to be a mentor. I don't profess to be I don't profess to be a really, really good trader, but I'm definitely getting better. Oh yes. And I think I think it helps sometimes, sharing this information. That's why I do it. That's why I do it, That's why I put it in here with all the... I've got a few people in here now, look. It's picking up a few numbers. And I'm in there, of course. Come and see me in there. Listen, I'll drop a link to that... I'll drop a link to the Discord. I think it's in some of the other videos anyway. But I'll drop a link to the Discord. And we can talk about clever levels in there. Which is what I've called them. Look at all those levels that we got. On a 15-minute or a 1 hour consolidation, we're just waiting for this to pop out of there, aren't we? We're not sure where it's going yet, but we're waiting for it to do something, that's for sure. TBC. So we've got these. Oh yes, hang on a minute. Is that the... Yeah. Oh, do you know what? I do apologise. Because the market's not open, this level hadn't quite updated. Because it's not ticking, so it wouldn't have renewed them. But anyway, this is what we're looking at. We've got a bunch of monthly levels here that it might bounce from because it's gone through them. And you know what? If it doesn't, it'll carry on down. We suspect it will go here, and then we'll go. We should be buying that. I'll be buying that anywhere around here, which matches with this top becomes bottom thing theory. So resistance becomes support. And if it doesn't, if it comes back all the way down to here, we've got a good level there that we could be looking for a bounce from as well. I mean, look at the bounces downwards there before it actually smashed through it. Doesn't mean it's going to get back there. You got these to contend with. So I'd probably be inclined to think it's going to bounce off one of these. See what I mean about the levels? It gives you places to look. Look here for the bounce. Look at this here. Look at this cluster of levels. How strong is this area? You know what I mean? It's like strong, isn't it? Strong. You know what? If you'd have sold that one, you'd have had a chance of 50 pips before you got it wrong. If you'd have sold this one, this wick, you'd have still the same trade because you'd have stopped at being up here. You got 45 pips. If you'd have sold this wick and you stopped above there, right down to this bunch of levels, anywhere here really. What's that? I can't even see that. 82 pips. Not sure about that. I'm not sure there's a definite signal there. But here there is. You got 3 nice wicks here. Let's sell it down to the 94 pips. That's why I like this indicator. It kind of gives me a bit of confidence to trade based on these other levels. These are weekly levels, by the way, the green ones. And you can add any number of those actually. If you wanted to, you could add as many as you want. This is what I use. 12 weeks, 24 months, 10 years, 10 quarters and 10 years. You could change that to whatever you... So you could have like 100... Well, I think it's 99. This is, I'll set the maximum to. But you could have plenty anyway. Alright, that's enough of that. Let's have a look at another pair quickly. Most traded pair on the market's euro dollar. Well, that says what? What does that say there? I've got to put this... Shall I do a bit of drawing? Right, I've got this bit here. I've got this cluster of levels here. We didn't quite get to it, but, what happens if I do that? Oh, that's clears everything. Alright, I don't use this epic pen much, but look, it's got a bit of support here. This is actually a losing trade, you can see that, can't you? But what about that? This gold level here is a yearly level. Didn't really make it. Now's where we're looking for the action. Look at that. You know what? Looking at that, I need to be watching this, don't I? Because we're on the... Hang on, hang on, let's just check the... Hang on a minute. What I need to do is switch these levels. Yeah, so that's definitely yearly level. So this yearly level here, Oh, you know what? We need to be watching this, don't we? I'd like to see a little bit more of a bounce again before this is going to come down. If this is coming down here, this is a good place to bounce. But this is, what's this level from? This is 2019 low, so I wouldn't like to say for definite what it's going to do there. But I'll be watching the price action because it's a new area, it's a new price. But this here, this is a strong bunch of levels. Look, there's a lot of them there. So maybe we would get then. Maybe what might happen is we might just poke through here, and this cluster of levels here, get a few more sellers, and let's go. Whether it'll carry on like that, I doubt it. It's more likely to go like this, isn't it? Because that's how the market is, unfortunately. I wish the market would just do this. And I'd be in here, and I'd be in here, and I'd be in here, and I'd be in here. So I'd be in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. You know what? That ain't never gonna happen. But there you go. Oh, do you know what? I should not take a part, should I? Look at that. How about if I did this? Look, this is me. This is me when I've just won a trade. And this is me when I haven't. No, actually, I'm not sad when I lose. It's all part of the trading. I've actually got over that. I've learned to accept the loss. When I place the risk, that's it. I'm done with it now. I'm using money management. There's a few things in the like the profit calculator, and I've dropped a few bits in the Discord, in the download section. If you're in there, right? I'm gonna go. Do you know what? It's Sunday night here. It's Sunday night. We should all be doing other things. But I tell you what we'll do before we go. We shouldn't we just grab a bit of Philly Street? Do you think? What do you think? Good idea. Go on, boys. Take it away. All right. All I'm going to say is, if you join in the Discord, don't hold it against me if I'm not around in the day. If you're in the US, I guess I'll be there by late afternoon for you guys, or afternoon I'll be there. If you're in Europe, you're probably going to be in bed by the time I get there. If you're in Australia, God knows, it's too far away. I can't even calculate that. If you're in New Zealand, well, it's another long way away from the UK, isn't it? Can't calculate that one. Yeah, I think we'll just stick with that. All right, okay. Right. Do you know what? It'd be great to get a little community going where we're bouncing ideas about. But you know, if it don't happen, it don't happen. But if it does, it does. It was meant to happen. See you on the inside. Catch some of that Hammond. That's got to be real, that is. It's far too good, that Hammond. Nice use of the expression pedal as well. I don't know if you've noticed. Nice bit of axe. Oh yeah, alright. Anyway, you guys take care. And I'll catch you in the Discord if you're there. I'll catch you back on here if not. Take care. I'm going to fade out now. Lazy Sunday. Yeah. So long. I'm going. No. I'm going right now.